Hello guys and welcome one more day to Danny Music Collector. So as you can read by the title, today we're gonna talk about one of my favorite bands ever. We're talking about Cradle of Filth. Cradle has been one of my favorite bands since I was 6, 7, 8 years old. It was one of my first real life experiences in 2004 in a festival called Metal Mania, which I hosted here in Valencia, and with other bands like Judas Priest, Halloween, Udo, In Flames. It was a great fucking night. So yes, I'm gonna show you my CDs, my vinyl, my DVDs, and all that, okay? As you can see, I already left the guinea pig on the cage. The baby was a little bit nervous, so I picked him up to relax him. We're gonna start, of course, with The Principle of Evil Made Flesh, one of the first editions. Got it in Belgium like half a year ago. It still has the order forms, all the shit. And I already had the same edition of this one, but it didn't have all the goodies inside. So I picked it up and gave the other copy to my brother. I have to say about this album that is one of my favorite debut albums of all time. So if you didn't listen to it, just make yourself a favor if you like black metal and listen to it. We're gonna continue with the first thing, I think, one of the first things I ever listened of Cradle of Filth. That is the EP Vampire. Okay, Vampire. It looks like that. I don't know why the original owner of this CD made the white there instead of the original thingy, but okay. Then I found, for pretty cheapo in a flea market, the same. I'm not sure if it's the same edition now. Let me. No, one of my other copy is a little bit more yellowish. But I found it for just €2, I think, €2, something like that, €1, and I picked it up, but it didn't have the cover, so I picked what it is, the picture disc, and made it the cover. We continue with one of my favorite albums ever, Dusk and Her Embrace. Dusk and Her Embrace is a masterpiece. I just love this album so fucking much. As you will see, I have several copies of it. And yes, we're gonna continue with Cruelty and the Beast. This one, it took me long to have it. I think it was one of the latest things I bought of Cradle. I was missing it and my mother-in-law bought it for me with some more that I will show you in another video. It looks like that. Surprisingly, not one of my favorites. Then, From the Cradle to Enslave. Okay, your normal plain edition. Great EP. Love From the Cradle to Enslave. And Sleeveless. The cover of Sleeveless. I love Anathema. Who knows me knows that I love them. And it was funny because I always knew this cover, let's say. And one day sleeping, I dreamt about the original of Anathema. I never listened to it. Maybe I listened to it somewhere and I didn't know. And it came in a dream. So I went directly, like, I know this from Cradle. The next morning I searched Anathema, Sleeveless 96, I think it was. And there was it. That version. Then we're gonna continue with an original edition of Medium. That was the first thing I ever listened of Cradle. This one was. My brother has an identical copy of this one. And songs like Cthulhu Dawn, Lord Abortion, Her Ghost in the Fog, it makes it one of my Cradle favorite albums to listen. This album influenced me lots in my composing ways and everything. Another copy of Median. This one is a little bit different. As you can see, got it for €5 in cash converters in Lille. Actually, the difference of sound between the two you can tell. Then we have the digipack edition of Bittersweet to Sukubi. It doesn't bring anything that the normal CD, that this CD does, you know. This one is broken, some of the thingies, so actually when I saw them it was it wasn't the tour of that album, sorry. I think it was the tour of Damnation, not they, yes. So here we have Life Bathed for the Death, 2 CDs. And I love the CD too, it's just rare stuff, it is super cool. And the booklet, it just does the fuck it once always. So now, after Life Bathed for the Death, we continue with Lovecraft and Witch Hearts. This is an edition that I picked on, again on Belgium, on a shop called Retrobuster for like €6. It includes also a poster, but I will show you now when I got it. The lyrics of all the songs of the album and the poster. This album I remember seeing it when I was a kid, but just the edition like that, okay? Just like that. And what can I say? I just love. It's a compilation. Okay, it's a compilation. I really love compilation, but this one is super good. Here we have my original copy of it. It sounds completely great, of course, as you can imagine. And okay, this was the tour I saw them, Damnation in a Day. This is the normal pressing you can find basically everywhere in the world. You can just find it. Okay. Great album. Then if you saw my video of Japanese CDs and other rarities, you saw this Taiwanese copy of the album. If you want to see how it looks inside, go to that video. This one I got it in a record fair. I just saw it and couldn't leave it. I didn't pay lots, but a good price for it. Nymphetamine, awesome album. It's, let's say, their most mainstream album, but I just love it to pieces. I remember when it came out, and it just blew my mind. It made me a fan almost immediately, because I was not too big of a fan of Damnation in a Day, but of that one, oh wow, you know. I have also the special edition of it, the 2 CDs. Is if you ask me, Danny, what's your favorite song of the album? I just wouldn't be able to tell you. Let's see. I will tell you Nemesis. I love English Fire. I love Gabrielle. I just don't know. It's a fucking great album to start to finish. I have, as you can see, 2 copies of it. Then I don't have a normal edition of Pornography, but I have the Harder, Darker and Faster Pornography Deluxe. That is basically Pornography with bonus tracks and a DVD with videos. It looks like that and like that. Actually an album that took me super long to get into it, but now with years I loved it. Then we have Gospel on the Devil's Thunder, the special edition, 2 CDs, CD2 with rarities, and it looks like that. Not too big of a fan of this album, but still great fucking album. Let's continue with a normal edition of Gospel on the Devil's Thunder. No digipack, no bullshit. I love the illustration of Little Red Riding Hood, and it looks like that. With this copy I started to listen it more, but still need more listens to it. Then the album of my t-shirt, darkly Venus Aversa, but includes also even more darkly on it. Super rare edition, as you can see. It goes like that, and as almost all my 2 CD cases is broken, I will have to replace it. It came on this box set, okay? So I'm telling you, I took them out so I could mix them good, how it's supposed to be. Now I have the original Evermore Darkly with DVD. Actually, just picked it up because of the DVD, otherwise. But love that fucking DVD. Now we have Manticore, of course. Great album. One of my faves. I basically love every fucking song on this album. Rare, super rare, but love almost every fucking song of it. This was a gift of my wife for one of Montheris. It is the Duscan Her Embrace, the original Sin. This is such an awesome piece for the collection. I actually listened to it quite a lot. We're finishing soon Hammer of the Witches Special Edition. Super beautiful CD. My favorite song of this album, I will be Right Wing of the Garden Triptych, you know, or I don't know. The flower in the Maidenhead, Displeasure in the Goddess. I don't know, it's just an awesome album. Then we have the latest album, Cryptoriana. And again, a special edition with 2 bonus tracks, including the cover of Alison Hell from Annihilator. Worth to have on the collection. Love it. Then I have Devilman's First City, The Great and Secret Show. I love Summer Arteries, Even Your Blood Group Rejects Me, Mother Kali. Awesome piece of album. And now we have 2 bootlegs of Cradle. Again, you saw this one if you saw the video of my Japanese CDs and other rarities. It's a Russian CD that includes Dusk and Vampire, but actually it's missing a song of Vampire, and includes one more, I think. It includes one more on Dusk. So €5, I picked it up. Mine. And super happy I found this one. Sodomizing the Virgin Vamps. Got it on Lear. Super. I will tell you the price exactly. For €16. But I couldn't say no to it. So that's been for the CDs. Now I'm gonna show you, I don't know, DVDs or vinyl. We will see now, okay? DVDs. Of course, I have Pandemonium, or whatever is pronounced. Pandemonium, I call it. Okay. Got it for €6 on OCD in Lille. Pretty rarely I saw it in every other place. And it's a 2-side DVD. You have the NTC version and the PAL version. Includes a little booklet here. And yes, super happy to have that on the collection. Heavy Left-Handed and Candid. Again, had it for €6 on a CD, friends. I was missing this DVD and now it's mine. Great gig, I think it's more, it's actually live based for the Dead Boring DVD. Again, it has booklet. And last but not least, I have a bootleg copy of Peace Through Superior Firepower. I think it's a bootleg edition. I'll have to look it on Discogs, but I think it's a bootleg. Okay, so that's basically Cradle's videography. We're gonna continue with vinyls. Okay, we have Bittersweet Suzuki 180 gram color vinyl. It looks like that, the inner sleeve, and the vinyl itself, orange vinyl. Got it in France for 15 euros, so mine, for me, it was, couldn't react another way. Here we have Pornography on vinyl. This one is gatefold. Vinyl one looks like that, green. And vinyl 2 looks like that, okay? Green and yellow vinyl. And again, if you saw my last video, you know this beauty. But if I can tell you, it's one of my favorite albums from the last 10 years of Cradle. This one is again gatefold. Here we have blue vinyl, and I'm gonna show you now reddish brown vinyl. And for finishing, if you know that t-shirt, you know that it comes from this box set. This is the box set of Darkly, then Versa. First, we have this envelope. I'm not gonna check them out, but with the pictures. We have the certificate of authenticity, and this beautiful 3D image. So yeah. It also includes this t-shirt, as I told you, and of course that it came with the book. That also includes the CDs. Okay, you have everything there, but let's go there. You have 2 CDs and a DVD. Okay, the DVD, I think I didn't show it yet, but here we have it. I got it super cheap. The price you tell me, it doesn't even get close of how cheap it was. It was new in FNAC, just show it for me. So well guys, that's been everything for this video. Hope you like it. See you soon, take care.